What's up, everybody? Welcome back to On the Warpath. It's Sanchez 405. If you're new, make sure you click that subscribe button. Hit the bell so you get notifications anytime there's new content posted. And as always, like, comment, share this video out because we're talking Washington football team all the time. And on Wednesday, training camp continued. Pads were popping and headdresses were dropping. A little bit on that a little bit later. But looking at the notes, and when we look over the notes, we got to get the spectacles out because I can't even understand my own handwriting. But looking at some of the notes, Keith Ismael, he had an ice knee. Sammis Reyes, wrapped knee as well, and he's day-to-day according to Ron Rivera in his press conference. We'll get into that a little bit later. And it looks like John Allen returned. In addition to Ron Rivera, Sam Cosmi and Kam Curl addressed the media, taking a look at some of the notes from the media, and we'll get to the press conference here in the second half. Jared Norris, he ended the practice with a nice interception. He's one of the linebackers there, fighting for a spot there. Our guy, Peyton Barber, converting on a 3rd and 2 situation, and he picked up the first down. So take you to the barbershop, and we'll let you get a 2-piece. You'll go with that 2-grade guard right there. And it's something about Logan Thomas. Logan Thomas is having one heck of a camp, and Zach Selby even said on Twitter, how is he making these catches? It's because it's Logan Thomas, Zach. That's why. Jared Patterson showing some good vision as well. Now, I do say that I think Jared may have the edge on Peyton Barber, but Peyton Barber does what he needs to do very well. Picking up 2 yards in a cloud of dust there. Steve Sims, who seems to be having a great camp as well. He had another solid day. He caught a touchdown from Heineke, and he made Cole Luke miss on a nice move there. And so looking good there. And also Cole Holcomb still looking good. He had a nice interception. They have a clip of him on Twitter, so you got to go and check that out. Ricky Seals-Jones is looking a little bit better. Remember, he did get nicked up in Richmond, and he looks like he's getting back to normal speed there. It's going to be key. Like I said, Sammis Reyes is out, so you've got 2 injuries to the tight end room right there. Apparently, Temarrick Hemingway is having a good camp as well, trying to make it there. The one thing about him is he's a little undersized for a tight end, but we will see how he does emerge from that and see where he's going there. There are reports that he had hooked up with Ryan Fitzpatrick on a couple of plays, I believe, in Richmond, so looking good out there as well. Dyami Brown and Ben St. Juste, what they say, the old saying goes, iron sharpens iron, and that's what the young men are doing there, those 2 rookies. And another note about St. Juste, him and a lot of the young corners are struggling with their hands getting called for holding, and that's why the officials are there, so they can learn that, you don't have the pads on. Last week, you were just in T-shirts and shorts, as some people would like to call it, and now you're going through some of the motions. You're having real situations that you're adding in there, so that's good to see that these kids are learning. Ben Standig commented on Dyami Brown. He beat Cam Reeves and Cole Holcomb and got a big 40-yard chunk. And Selby also, Zach Selby said that Ryan Fitzpatrick and Dyami Brown had hooked up for a 30-plus yard catch and run. So, hey, we can hear it right now. FedEx Field coming up in a couple of weeks. Dyami to Ryan Fitzpatrick. Looking forward to seeing that. AGG, it was on Troy Apke. Or Troy Apke was on AGG and made a catch, a contested catch. Apke was flagged. And AGG made the catch as well, too. So, Jack Del Rio pulled him from practice and made him sit there. Then he got up against Harmon. Kelvin Harmon made a catch on him, but Harmon, in turn, was called for holding there. So, you got that little bit of give and take there. But it is Troy Apke family. And Cam Sims catching a nice ball on Kendall Fuller as well. And Matt Ioannidis was in team drills and was taken out of team drills, went back inside to the facility, and that was considered probably a conditioning problem there. John Keim had noted that, and that question was also asked to Ron Rivera, and Ron said, yeah, probably it's conditioning, so he might not have known what it was there. Cole Holcomb having some nice breakups. Like we said, what can we say about Cole Holcomb and what he's doing during this camp? It's magnificent. Can't wait to see him next Thursday against the Patriots if he does play a little bit in that game. So Sam Cosmi, the second-round pick out of Texas, met with the media today, and he talked about things going great. He's learning every day. So he was coached up before he got in there after he's had some soul snatching done by Montez Sweat and Chase Young. He is still learning his way through there, but he is seeing his development increase. Ron Rivera alluded to that as well. He has leaned on Brandon Sheriff, Wes Schweitzer, and Charles Leno as well for some advice when he was asked about that earlier. And we always say this for young players is, when does the game start to slow down? Cosmi noted that he has seen some places where the game has slowed down. I don't know if it's going up against Chase and Montez or maybe the backups, but either which way, he says some things are slowing down. Credits John Matsko, the offensive line coach, with helping him correct some of his deficiencies, and John will pull him right after play and say, hey, you did this wrong, you need to do that. So, and we know that Coach Matsko is a really good coach there, been in the league for decades. And he also credited the pads. Popping of the pads is helping him learn as well, too. So good for him. And on the defense side, about Kam Curl, the second-year guy out of Arkansas and the seventh-round pick, a guy who a lot of us have high hopes for. He talked about versatility in the secondary. He's been playing both spots, free and strong safety. He said when he's not in there, he's watching Landon Collins, watching Bobby McCain, learning things that he can pick up from those guys as well. And the next step, he talked about being anticipation, knowing what's going to happen with a play before it develops. And also the corners and safeties, they meet in the same room, and they are learning certain things. That goes back to what Ron has talked about in the position flex. So good there as well. Complimented Derek Forrest, talking about he's coming along and he's a smart player. Also, Ben St. Juice, talked about him. He is out there on the island, and he is making plays. So we might have St. Juice Island coming to a stadium near PG County here pretty soon as well. And he talked about Landon is making he's making him better, Kam Curl, in his play by learning from Landon and having Landon out there. So we know that Landon Collins is having a great camp. So just to hear the rookie say this is great news there in that respect. Ron Rivera also met with the media as well, like he does daily, and he I talked about Jamin Davis. Kam Curl talked about Jamin Davis before I go in there. I said he will be near the ball on every play, and that is some strong words coming from Kam Curl about his teammates, especially this young man that they drafted in the first round out of Kentucky. But Ron Rivera talked about really the vax rate. He's impressed with that's going. John Keim reported late Wednesday that the vax rate is going up. I think it's went up to about like 85%, and that is really an uptick from where they were probably a week ago, where it was like closer to 50% there. So good for them in that respect. And talking about the refs being there, helping these young corners develop, and being there is helping them refine their technique as well there. Talked about Jamin Davis. He had a little pep talk with him. He said, hey, you can be a rookie, but it's okay to step up and be a leader as well. He used that same parallel with Luke Kuechly when they drafted him in Carolina back in 2012. So you got a little parallel there. Not saying that Jamin Davis is going to be him, but I don't know, boys and girls, there's something to look at there in that respect. Also, he hinted at James Smith-Williams replacing Ryan Kerrigan. I'm just going to tell you this right now. I don't think anybody's going to replace him, but you can fill in the spot that he left vacant on this team. Now, we know that James Smith-Williams, he has been prone to injury. When he was at NC State, he had some freakish injuries that happened to him. So can he stay healthy? Because that was one thing about Ryan Kerrigan. Ryan Kerrigan stayed healthy, and he didn't miss a game until almost his 10th season in the league. So that's something you got to look at there as well. And Also, going back to Sam Cosmi, he sees Sam Cosmi grow. Ron Rivera does every day. Is excited for him. He does see him as a potential starter, but he's got to continue to work at it. Talk about Steve Sims as well, and the camp that he's having. Likes his progression. Credits his struggles last year to trying to understand concepts and not really getting those concepts. And now in year 2, it looks like he's it's starting to click there for him as well. And also the last note is Kyle Allen was not at practice again. Was asked about the quarterback spot. Do they bring somebody in? And they said Steven Montez is the guy right now who's getting the reps and the benefits of Kyle Allen not being there. I've said this before. I think Kyle Allen is the odd man out in the room. I think Steven Montez, you got younger there, but also you can't forget that Kyle Allen, they traded for Kyle Allen last year. And this guy could have been the potential starter and may have been the starter from Jump Street if we actually had a preseason last year. Also, wanted to address the news that's going around, and that was Ron Rivera's press conference, but Washington also released the FedEx Field safety protocols, welcome back fans back in 2021 here. Recommended mask wearing for people who are not vaccinated. It's recommended. It's optional for guests who are vaccinated. FedEx Field is now cashless, so keep your paper. Your money's no good here at FedEx Field, but your card, plastic, no paper. Save the trees, save the whales there. But tailgating will return to FedEx Field. They're going to have more details as that come out. But the big one on this press release was approved Fan Attire, excuse me. Quote, we are excited to welcome everyone back wearing their burgundy and gold. However, Native American inspired ceremonial headdresses or face paint may no longer be worn in the stadium. Kind of like what Kansas City did last year. There's so much outrage for this. Y'all, we knew this was going to happen. This isn't anything new. I believe the Braves have stopped their little tomahawk chop. This is nothing new. They didn't say anything about banning Redskins, kind of like what I'm wearing right here. This is not banned. You can wear your Redskins stuff, but there are, the attire that can be considered questionable. I've seen comments about, well, what if you're Native American? I think there is going to be a case-by-case situation on that. I think they've done too much with this team, too much good work to actually not consider using common sense and using the case-by-case situation there. But the folks that are outraged about that, y'all, come on now. We're on to the next thing, and the Chiefs have done this. The Braves have done this. They have removed headdresses, the tomahawk chop, and everything like that. So it is what it is. I know it's unfortunate for some folks. Some people are just like, let's go play football. I happen to be one of these people. How does this help us win on the field? That's what I'm looking at. If you want to wear a headdress, go on the road. Maybe somebody on the road might let you wear it, but at FedEx Field, they're not. It's just not going to be a thing there. And trying to get rid of that stigma that they've had in the perception of the public, they're working hard to do that. And this is just a step in that new direction, whether you think it's right or wrong. But y'all tell me what you think. So, like I said, it was pads popping, headdresses dropping, and we don't even see that many folks in there with face paint. And then, I did find some on the internet here later, but it is what it is in that respect. But y'all tell me what you're thinking. Do you like what's going on in training camp? Who is sticking out as far as you are concerned with this training camp? Do you have any surprises who may make the team that you thought maybe, I didn't think they were going to make the team? I tell you one, Steve Sims, he's making a push to possibly make this roster. He might make it DeAndre Carter. You didn't hear much out of him today, but he has made a push as well to make this roster. Adam Humphries, he's rekindling that relationship with Ryan Fitzpatrick as well, so it's interesting there. But y'all, as always, I'm Sanchez 405, and as always, don't forget to slap a table once in a while, keep the same energy, and we'll outlast the bastards together. Love, peace, and hail. Till the next time, I'm out.